When we are children, everything is exciting, new, and beautiful. We look at the world with wonder and we find curiosity in everything. And truly, life just feels magical when we're a kid. And life is truly a playground. Life is exciting. Life is fun. When we're kids, we can have fun no matter what situation we're in, what environment we're in. We use our imaginations and we view the world with curiosity and wonder, and we're fascinated by everything. But as we grow up, we begin to go through some conditioning. We begin to view life from a scope of stress and anxiety and worry. We begin to take life too seriously, and we start entering society and feeling the judgment from others and just the various life experiences that begin to take that playfulness away from us. We begin to see life not as a playground, but more so as an obstacle, something that we have to work in order to make money, in order to survive, in order to eat, in order to live. And we start to lose touch of who we really are, the childlike aspects of ourselves as we enter this matrix of society. We also learn to view things from a surface level. We're not taught to question things, to think deeply about things, to gaze into the stars and wonder what is really out there. We're taking everything so seriously instead of just taking things day by day and truly flowing with life and living in the moment. We have burdens on our hearts and we're not able to see the magic and abundance and beauty that is all around us. But on a positive note, many of us are waking up to the beauty of life. Many of us are waking up to how abundant this universe really is and creating magic in our lives, truly living a magical existence. And that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video today, is how to live a magical existence. And what does it mean to live a magical existence? Well, what I mean by that is one that is fulfilling, a life that is fun and exciting, a life where we feel like things are happening for us and not to us, when we can have true love and deep appreciation for life regardless of our circumstances, when we can see so much beauty in everything, in the simplest things, living with an open heart and a childlike playfulness and just having fun. Literally, that's really what it's about, is just living a fun existence. Many people have lost touch of the true magic within themselves and around them. Living a magical existence isn't really about changing yourself, but more so returning to your true self, returning to your soul. And that's why anyone can live a magical existence if they desire to. Living a magical life is about living a life of true presence. Because when you are present in the moment, there is bliss in everything. I often get stuck in the cycle of living in my head, of living in my thoughts, of living on autopilot. And during those times, I don't feel magic inside me. I feel heavy. But I have been trying my best to practice true presence in my life and really setting that intention. And in those moments that I do practice true presence, it's really indescribable. It truly just feels like inner peace. It feels blissful and you begin to appreciate the smallest details so much. For example, I was in a coffee shop the other day because I love coffee shops so much. I love the environment, I love the aromas and the tastes of different drinks like coffee and tea and stuff. And I was drinking a chai tea latte and I closed my eyes and I decided that I would taste this latte fully, that I would really savor the taste of it. I decided to put my full attention on this latte because if you think about it, that's what we should be doing with everything in life. That really is the point of life, is to experience everything to the fullest. Not only did I truly savor and taste the flavors of this latte, but I also was looking at it in the glass as I was drinking it. I was looking at the cinnamon swirl around mixed with the milk, and I know that it probably sounds so extra and stupid and whatever, but if you're someone who has really struggled with being stuck in your head and being stuck on autopilot, and you've had those moments when you're actually present and you see how beautiful every little thing is, I know that you'll relate to me right now and not find this dumb, because it's such a significant shift in your state of being. It just feels like you're truly alive. It almost makes me emotional because I wish that everyone could see the beauty in life and really live their life that way. Imagine a life where you stayed in that state of presence instead of shifting into autopilot. Imagine how magical that way of life would be. and that is accessible to all of us. Living a magical life is about being curious. There is nothing more magical than openness and willingness to learn and just staying curious. That's how we reconnect with our childlike self and begin to see life as a playground again. Just a general openness to life. And this is really about staying open versus closed. Because when we're staying closed off to our own perspectives or our own little hobbies that we already know and like, or our same routines, we are missing out on all this world has to offer. Because you never know, there might be something that you never even thought of before, that you never were interested in before, that could actually end up changing your life. Being open to infinite possibilities and paths and different people and places, having a willingness for expansion and growth. For example, my favorite type of questions to ask people are, what do you like to do for fun? Or what are you passionate about? It opens up conversations where I can learn things that I may have never learned before, where I can hear about different jobs or different passions that were never even in my conscious awareness before. When you live life like this, everything becomes fun and exciting. Life never gets boring. Whenever I hear people say they're boring, I really can't relate. I haven't been bored in years, literally. There's just always more to life. It's a never-ending universe of possibilities. So I really cannot say that I'm ever bored, because even if I didn't have anything to do, which is rare, there's tons of books that I want to read about, tons of subjects I want to learn about. And living life this way is just so beautiful, and I want everyone to experience what it's like to never be bored and to be excited about life. It's truly the best feeling. We live a magical existence by casting positive spells with our words and our thoughts and our feelings, because everything that we think and feel is kind of broadcasting a certain energy into our lives. It's really casting positive or negative spells. When you start casting positive spells, you begin to really see the magic in life, because more and more positive outcomes become drawn to you. We are magic. Our intentions and our actions are powerful forces. We can live such a magical life by constantly putting out positive energy with our thoughts and our words and our feelings. A lot of people in this world unfortunately have been suffering because they are casting negative spells about themselves. I used to do this for a very long time, and I'm still guilty of doing it at times. But I used to constantly say, I'm so depressed, I'm so ugly, I hate myself, I'm not funny, I'm not creative, I hate my personality, I hate who I am, I hate my life. I used to affirm those things all of the time, and later I learned the magic of positive words, and I began to say things like, everything is working out for me, best case scenario, and life is so beautiful, I'm so grateful for my life, I'm full of gratitude, I'm so beautiful, I love myself. I started saying and thinking those things more and more, and it really is like magic, because things in my life started working out, best case scenario, and I started glowing up, and I started truly falling in love with myself. Basically, my life improved dramatically when I started casting positive spells, and that's when things started getting really, really magical. We live a magical existence when we have love and admiration for all things and people. There is so much beauty all around us. I used to live in Washington, and I did love nature, I loved hiking, but it wasn't enough to be happy for some reason. Like, I was so depressed, even though I was surrounded by one of the most beautiful places in the world. But you don't even have to be full of forest trees and stuff to see the beauty in everything, because there's so much beauty in the simplest things. And that is how we live a magical existence, is really having unconditional love for everyone and everything, seeing other people as our brothers and sisters and having love for them, holding space in our hearts for everyone, despite our differences, despite not knowing anything about them. We tend to judge people right off the bat, and it's not like we mean to do this, but we can live a magical existence when we stop thinking so much with our analytical mind and just being present. And that's how we can have love for everyone, is not having those pre-judgmental thoughts about them and looking at everything as a small piece in the creation of this entire world, because everyone and everything plays their part in this world. And that's what's so beautiful, is we're all a part of this huge infinite creation, and we are all connected to each other in some way. We are all connected to nature in some way. And when we see life that way, it's so magical. We live a magical existence when we flow through life. Instead of being closed, we stay open, we stay non-resistant. All day things are passing through our consciousness. All day things are passing through our perception, different sights, people, smells. At every moment we're taking things in. But often we get stuck on certain things and then we can't stop living them over and over again. This happens to people all the time. And that creates a sort of resistance in life. We're no longer flowing with what's happening because we're holding on to certain moments instead of letting each moment pass. And that's how we can live a magical existence, is when we embrace all of it and then we let it pass and we just continue to flow in a graceful way through life and we don't get stuck on things. So living a magical existence is really just a way of life, a state of being. And we can go in and out of this state of being, of course, all the time, but we can always return back. Thank you so very much for joining me in today's video. I really enjoyed filming this. I am finally back in my own space again. I was living at my parents' house for the last year, and I'm so grateful for having that opportunity to save money during the pandemic. It was really what I needed at the time. But it did really hold me back from filming content. And I finally am in my own space again, and I can't explain to you how it feels and how freeing it feels and how happy I am right now. I am truly just entering a new chapter in my life, and I'm so ready. I am embracing it all. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. So I will have a lot of videos coming soon. I may have said that in the past, I know, but now that I'm in my own space again, I'm so excited to create. So if this video added any value to you, then it would really, really help me if you gave it a like, but only if you want to, only if you feel called to. But it really does help support me in the YouTube algorithm, as I am a very small creator at the moment and I want this video to reach others who need to hear it. And also subscribe to my channel if you are interested in my content and you want to join me on my healing journey and my journey of becoming my best self and sharing with you what I learned throughout that process. If you'd like to be a part of that, then make sure to subscribe, and I really hope I see you in my next video. Peace, love, and light to you all.